episode 4 of Cooking with Guy Fieri and Watson. Where's Watson? I'll show you. As you can see, our main man, the main host of this show, Cooking with Andrew and Watson, is taking the night off. I'm here with you to show you a fun, quick meal that I stumbled upon, and I'm excited. So your next question is probably, why are you in a suit? For work, believe it or not. Even if I'm in Zoom meetings, I will dress up on occasion. This outfit fit with tonight's dinner, so I kept it on for now. So my question to you is, can you have a nice steak dinner for less than $10? I'm not talking flank steak. Flank steak's not bad, but I'm talking a nice ribeye. Can you do that? You can. You can actually do it very cheap if you get lucky, like I did today. So, manager specials at Kroger. Everyone's seen them. People get them. I get them. If I find them, I'll get them. I'll cook them that day. So kind of a, what am I going to cook? Boom, look at this. Now, I had my eye on the ribeye roasts. They're cheaper than your ribeye cuts. What I want to show you today is you can cut that ribeye roast into making 2 ribeyes for here. I'll have 2 ribeyes. So we have my go-to stir fry. It's a good mix of veggies. I like it. It's easy. It's super easy. You put it in a pan, you fry it up, and you put the sauce in it. It's very, very easy. This will garnish our steak. So, $1.49. I wouldn't. You could maybe do 3 days. Say 3 or 4 days. You'd probably wait on it. I'm cooking it tonight. So we got $1.49 in this stir fry mix. We have bok choy, broccoli, snow peas, cabbage, nice mix of veggies for our meal. Now the bad boy. Oh, we've gotten someone's attention. Hello, sir. Would you like to join us? We have ribeye roast. Now at Kroger right now, at least I believe until tomorrow. Sorry. Till Wednesday, $5.99 a pound. Normally they're $13.49 a pound. This is a manager special, meaning buy it, eat it soon. Looking at $3.59 a pound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into 2 steaks. So we'll have a steak for dinner, and you can have a steak for steak and eggs, or steak for lunch, or steak for my host here. But I'll show you. We're going to break this up, and then we'll go from there. There's very few ingredients we have here. Also, before we get into cutting the steak, I want to let you know, no olive oil today. As you can see from last episode, there was some smoke. Well, I'm thinking, am I just the worst cook in the world that should not record any of this, or what's going on? I did not realize there's different heat points with oil. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, it's not as high as what we need today. We got to cook it at a very high heat to get a good sear. We're doing a pan-seared steak today. So we're going to use vegetable oil. Just a little tidbit here. Also, when you're cooking your steaks, before you cook them, it's very important you let it set. Let it set out from the fridge. Don't grab it from the fridge, immediately cook it. You want it to get room temperature so you're cooking evenly. You're going to have an awesome steak. So let's get to cooking. I'll bring the camera down here so you can see, and we'll go from there. Welcome, Watson. Welcome. All right, we're back. I'm only going to say that one time this episode. Watson's ready to go. I've changed out of the suit. So, here we go. Here's our steak. You're looking at about 2 inches. We're just going to cut it straight down the middle. My cutting block here. To be honest with you, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you could just cook the whole thing like this. But we'll cut it down just for the show. So, well, life's full of twists and turns, I guess you could say. I blame this on not having my host to help me with consulting as far as the recipe. I'll just let you know a secret. I wanted to cut it a little bit just to make sure I wouldn't look like a fool when I started. Well, hi, I'm the fool. It's not happening. I don't know if it's a knife. It's not cutting all the way through. So, we're going to improvise. We have butterflied it. means I screwed up. It has been butterflied, and we're going to do a stuffed steak with the stir fry. We're just winging it today. I stand by my statement about being able to cut up the ribeye roast. I stand by that statement. I could not do it, but I stand by it. So, you missed a lot of probably cuss words, and yeah, we may not even post this. So we got a couple tomatoes, some feta cheese. I have some smoked Gouda here. We're just going to stuff it in the steak. We're going to still cook it the same. Now, normally, truthfully, people butterfly steaks and chicken and things like that. I've done a butterfly steak many times, and I'll stuff it with like shrimp, things like that. It's good. If you want to butterfly something, you should wrap it in butcher's twine. Don't have any. Or you could put toothpicks to hold it shut too. Nope. So we're going to cook it very gently. We're going to cook it very gently. So I'm going to cut this up, and I'm going to stuff it. We're going to turn the pan on. I'm using this. It's heavier. When you're cooking a steak, use a heavier pan. It's going to evenly distribute the heat, so we can attempt to save this dinner. Try not to use nonstick. This is a nonstick. Cast iron is the best. I don't have a cast iron skillet, but that would be your best bet. And also, like I said, maybe some butcher's twine and some toothpicks, something, anything. So, here we go. We'll call this episode, whoops. What do you think? He's fine with it. He's like, it's going to taste the same, man. I'm happy. All right, we have the skillet getting hot. I have the veggies in. Watson is ready for a snack. First, we're going to put a little bit of oil, salt and pepper on both sides of our Frankenstein steak. Just a tiny bit. Pat it in. Gloves are fine if you have gloves. Gloves are fine. I'll wash these off after. To taste, I would say 2 tablespoons. This is going to help give it a nice sear. Definitely wash these afterwards. And I'll wash these before I touch anything else. A little bit here as well. All right. Wash my hands, we'll be back. We're going to cut the rest of the cheese, stuff it, get ready to put it on. Alright, I know an announcer. I like an announcer, his name is Gus Johnson. He said, it's right back in 2006, 2007. Jake Weinberg, if you're watching, please fill me in on the dates. He says, pressure either burst pipes or make diamonds. So let's hopefully make a diamond here. We got tomatoes I've cut up. We're just going to go right down the side. Have I ever made this before? No. I'm excited. A little nervous, but I'm excited. I've already cut up some cheese here. Go right along the top. So this could become a new staple, or this could be a never make that again. Don't post this video. For you, like I said, I have a little bit of smoked Gouda here, half a block. It's probably 8 ounces. I have around 2 ounces of feta. I'm just going to use one tomato. Like I said, normally you want to have butcher's twine or toothpicks, anything. But we'll see how it turns out. I hear the skillet's getting hot behind me. So I'm going to move the camera closer to the skillet. We will put it on when it's good. Oh, this is going to go terrible. We will put it on when it's good and hot. And we will see if we can make a diamond. We'll see. All right, we are back. A little trick. You want to see if you're good and hot, you're ready to put on. Take a little bit of water. We're not there yet, but we're close. I also add a little bit of feta to the vegetables because we're winging it tonight. I have it on high heat. We're going to hit it hard, fast. Then we're going to turn it down. Then I'm actually going to put it in the oven at 375 to finish it. Just because I don't want it to get all over the place. What do you think? We ready? All right, let's see what happens. I like that. So there's still smoke, there's not as much as if we would have used the extra virgin olive oil. Smells awesome. About 2 to 3 minutes on this side, 2 to 3 minutes on the other. We have our temperature, we have our thermometer here. We will temp it. I will post the temperatures for different rare, medium, well done for our steak. I like a medium rare steak. Don't know what this is going to be, but we'll see. For the vegetables, it comes with some sauce. This is like a sesame oil sauce. You can add some soy sauce, things like that. I'll be honest, it smells great. All right, we're going to flip. I have this for stability. I can live with that. We added some butter. We added some garlic. Put a couple tomatoes that fell out on top. So we're going to temp it, and we should be good to go to plate. There's our veggies. Simple. Very hard to mess those up. Easy to mess this one up. There we go. There's our veggies. We're going to let this rest for about 5-10 minutes. When you pull it out of the oven, it's going to continue to cook. So you don't want it to get right at, say, I want 145 for my medium rare. I want 135, 140, because obviously you can go up, you can't go back down. Hence me cutting the steak in half, can't go back. So I'll put the ingredients. I'll put the proper ingredients, and hope you guys enjoy. We're good. Maybe another minute. The veggies are fine. Let's try it. Okay. Salvageable. I will post this with the proper way to do it. And I'll see you next week. Ready to eat? Is that everything you want to add? How about a piece of steak? Good? Alright, we can't end the episode with that steak. We can't. So we're a few days later, and we're going to do another steak, but this time with cast iron. I bought a cast iron skillets. I got it off Amazon. It's already smoking, so we're getting there. I've used it before. I just used it the other day. I didn't film it. It's great. Everyone always says get cast iron that cook fantastic, even heat, 100% true. So you'll be seeing the cast iron skillet a lot going forward. Couple things, little footnote here. So one of the first people to watch last week's episode was my boss Tim Wolf, and he came to me and said he had 4 notes immediately. It was couldn't see your head, true. Not wearing any Patties and Pints gear. So today we got the hat, and another one. Oh, lose the cardigan. So I did lose the cardigan. I have a different cardigan on today. So we'll see if he sees that. Anyway, back to cooking. We got 2 steaks here. We're gonna do real quick. Just salt and pepper. Got salt here, pepper, ground it up. Put a little bit. We're gonna use vegetable oil today. We're mixing around with the oils. We're gonna use vegetable oil. I put a little bit on both sides, and I've already put it on there. You want to make sure you get your steak out about half an hour before you cook it. You want to get it up to room temp. That way, again, it's going to cook evenly. And then we're also going to use some fresh rosemary and thyme, a little bit of Irish butter. So we're going to wait another minute or 2 till it gets good and hot, and then we are going to cook. Thanks for sticking around. This is almost like a Marvel movie. If you watch the credits, there's an extra scene. Here's your extra scene. Watson's ready too. All right, we're ready to go. Now always make sure you're laying the steak away from you. That way if there is still some oil on the pan, it's not gonna come back and splash you and ruin cardigans or Game of Thrones shirts. I got my giant tongs today. So, semi away from me. You can also add more salt and pepper while it's cooking. And it already smells awesome. We're going to go about 2 minutes on this side, 2 minutes on the other. The big thing is you don't want to touch it. Leave it alone. The more you touch it, the more it's going to mess it up. There's no scientific reasoning behind that. That's just the way it is. We'll come back in a few minutes. We will flip it. So we're going to flip it after 2. We'll have 2 more minutes. Then we're going to lower the heat just a little bit. We're going to add our butter and our thyme and our rosemary. All right. I'm going to go ahead and flip. Look at that. Look at that. This is the first time I've cooked a steak in these. I just got this the other day. Fantastic. I'm excited. Now, you're wondering, how am I doing this? This camera angle? Magic. We're going to get some butter out. There we go. A little bit more. Now, there we go. See, we're getting a lot more smoke here from the butter. That's all right. And now a little bit of thyme. There we go. I'm going to turn down the heat just a smidge. We're down to medium now. Can't believe I just used the word smidge. And now, some rosemary. So as this cooks, we're going to start to baste it with our spoon. And go up. Put a little bit more butter. There we go. I like the cast iron a lot. It's very sturdy. Obviously, it's heavy. You're not worried about breaking it. Okay, I'm going to set the tripod back up, and then we're going to show you we're going to baste it a little bit. As we baste, we're just going to take our spoon. I've got none on there. And we'll lift this up. Smells awesome, these fresh herbs. Highly encourage you to use the fresh herbs. See, we're getting a nice bottom on that as well. Right about rare. We have our meat thermometer we're going to use. But right now we're at about rare. I will come back when they're ready to go. Alright, we got them off. We're having them rest for about 5 minutes, then we're going to cut. They look worlds better than our last steak. So I'm glad you guys stuck around. We've cut it up. We did mid-well because, yeah, mainly Watson's ready. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week.